Bridget Andree became the first player in Trinity Hall history to score 1,000 points. Bridget had a triple-double with 29 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 steals in a game against Point Pleasant Beach, and carries a perfect 4.0 GPA. Andree led the Monarchs to a 20-6 season and has set the foundation for one of the newest programs in New Jersey high school basketball. The St. John Vianney Lancers spent time as New Jersey's top-ranked team and a national ranking in the USA Today Super 25 rankings. They have 4 players being honored at the JSZ banquet. Braylon Bellamy averaged 9.9 points per game and made headlines when she came through with one of the most clutch performances of the season when her three-pointer from the corner beat the buzzer and gave SJV a win over St. Rose in the Shore Conference semifinals. Sajada was the leading scorer of the Lady Lancers' balanced scoring attack with a 12.8 points per game average. Bonner scored a season-high 31 in a win over Shore Conference rival Rumson Fairhaven and had 18 points in a signature win over Long Island Lutheran. Madison Doring was the senior leader of the Lancers and was a player who flied under the radar. But opposing coaches and savvy basketball fans knew she was a gritty defender who played smart on both ends of the floor. Doring averaged 10 points per game and had 17 in the Shore Conference Championship game against Manasquan. Doring is set to major in business at American University, where she will play D1 basketball in our nation's capital. Sarah Carpel is the point guard of the Lady Lancers. The junior puts a premium on defense and sacrifices personal stats to make her team better. Carpel had a season high of 20 points against Rumson Fairhaven and shined with 16 points in a win over T of seed champ Franklin. Playing for her mother over the past 3 years, there's one more season of the mother-daughter duo before Sarah heads to the Bronx, where she's given a verbal commitment to play for the Fordham Rams. The St. Rose Purple Roses won the non-public A-State Championship and have 3 outstanding seniors being honored by Jersey Sports Zone. Mikayla Markham was a 4-year starter at point guard who brought endless energy to the Purple Roses. Markham always handled the pressure, whether it was working through a double team or delivering a clutch long-range shot when needed. Averaging 9.5 points per game, she was one of the top dishers in the state with nearly 5 dimes a game. Markham had 15 points and 12 assists against Long Island Lutheran and is Ivy League bound, set to play at Columbia. Elizabeth Lovin Marsicano was an integral part of St. Rose's deep and dangerous rotation. Able to use her height inside, Lovin has really worked hard to develop an excellent three-point shot. A great teammate, St. Joe's in Philadelphia is getting a player who has played at New Jersey's highest level over the past 4 years and experienced great success. Lucy Thomas emerged as one of the top forces in the paint in the Garden State. Whenever she got the ball down low, she was unstoppable. Thomas averaged 17 points and 7 rebounds a game for a Purple Roses team that had a stellar 27-4 record. One of New Jersey's top post players is staying in-state. The Monmouth Hawks are getting a player who can take their program to the next level. Red Bank Catholic has 3 Division I signees that made the Caseys a fixture atop the state rankings. Rose Caverly took on more of an offensive role running the point in her senior season. Caverly went from 9 points a game in her junior year to over 13 points a night this season. Caverly's a great ball handler who's always calm under pressure. Rose is signed, sealed, and delivered to the Vermont Catamounts, where she will reunite with former RBC teammate Josie Larkins. Hayley Moore was the three-point specialist for the Caseys. Moore made 142 three balls in her career, including 51 during her senior season, playing for Coach Joe Montano. Hayley's season high was 18 against Middletown South, and she's on her way to the America East Conference to play at Binghamton. Katie Rice has a basketball IQ off the charts. She always seemed to be in the right place at the right time to make a huge impact for her team. Katie's 16.10 rebound performance in an upset win against Manasquan was one of the most impressive efforts JSZ saw all season. The 5'11" forward averaged 10 points a game and is set to take the next step in the Patriot League after signing with Lehigh. Leilani Correa is one of the highest rated recruits in the class of 2019. The Rutgers prep forward averaged 17.1 points and 6.5 rebounds per game for an Argonaut squad that won the non-public B South championship. With 5 double-doubles, including the sectional championship win over Trenton Catholic, Correa is at her best when she attacks the rim. Leilani reached the 1,000-point mark during an outstanding junior season. Correa is joined on the JSZ All-Zone team with fellow Argonaut Vianney Knight, who faced adversity in her high school career. Following a torn ACL midway through her junior season, Knight was able to persevere and return on the court for her senior season. A tremendous leader, Knight will be back at 100% when she begins her college basketball career in the ACC for the Pitt Panthers. You won't catch Pingry's Megan Horn screaming or showing much emotion during a game. Instead, the senior wing chooses to show her game off with her play rather than just talking about it. Megan is top 100 in the nation at her position. With a list of schools awaiting her decision, any of them would be lucky to have this fearless leader be part of their program. Horn is joined by sophomore Kelsey Ransom on the All-Zone team. Hayley is a spark plug, as well as a personality that fuels Pingry's offense. Not only a great player statistically, Ransom shows up when it counts the most. In the Prep A semifinal, her team was the underdog facing the top seed. She managed to score 34 in an upset of Blair Academy, including the game-winning points at the free throw line with seconds remaining. Playing against Imani Lewis is like fighting for your last breath. The 6'2" Burlington native is one of the most active players on both sides of the ball. As a forward, she can defend your point guard, and on offense, she's strong enough to handle a center in the paint, averaging 18.7 points per game. Next year, she's on her way to the Big Ten in Madison, Wisconsin, where she'll be the newest member of the Badgers women's basketball team. Jada Queen is one of the most athletic players in the state. A 3-sport athlete in basketball, soccer, and track and field, her smothering defense had her averaging 6 steals and 9 rebounds a game, and her ability to score quickly in transition was undeniable, even with a hand injury. In her first year with the Iron Mikes, Jada Queen showed how to be a good leader and was named the Mercer County Tournament MVP. There's a lot of pressure when it comes to putting on a uniform for Trenton Catholic, but Kaela Reed doesn't seem to mind. Standing at 5'3", she's one of the best defenders in the state, averaging 4 steals a game. Kaela was key in the top 20 Iron Mike's 26-3 season that landed them a county championship. Saddle River Day reached the Tournament of Champions semifinals, and a trio of Rebels are honored at the JSZ banquet. Junior Jada Patrick put up Russell Westbrook numbers. If Westbrook is Mr. Triple-Double, meet Miss Triple-Double. How about this? Patrick had 8 triple-doubles this season and 1 quadruple-double. We saw it firsthand when she scored 21 points, 16 assists, and 12 rebounds in a TFC win against University. Michelle Sidor is one of the top juniors in America, an electric scorer who has so much creativity around the rim. We saw her get on hot streaks and score points in bunches, highlighted by a high-arcing 3-point shot. With over 2,400 points and 1 more year of high school ball, amazingly, this prolific scorer is also dishing out over 4 assists a game. Watching her in person, it's quick for fans in the stands to realize they're watching one special player. Sidor finished 6th in our Player of the Year voting. Sydney Watkins is the senior leader of the Saddle River Day trio. Watkins averaged 14 points and 7 rebounds a game. She had a season-high 25 points against Notre Dame and scored 14 in the state championship win against Rutgers Prep. Watkins signed a national letter of intent to play college basketball for the Jaspers at Manhattan College.